we are going to be painting a gnome with holding a heart. So your gnome has a slightly different shape than mine, but it's a similar concept. So what we're going to do first is we are going to paint our gnome's beard, and then we'll do his hat and shoes, and then we'll work on the little nose, the two hands, and the heart. So I'm just going to push that away. The first step is you should have your red, white, and black paint nearby. I'm going to use white for my first step. So I am just going to draw a line that separates my hat from my beard. And then I'm going to make like a little curved line on the bottom that separates my beard from my shoes. And then in between those lines, I am just going to paint white, including the edges of your gnome. So I have my two coats, and now what I want to do is I want to add a little gray detail to the beard. So on my I have my paints on a plate, but you could also use the lids of your paints, and we are just going to make a little gray. So I'm going to put some white aside and then take a tiny bit of black and mix it into that to get a really light gray. Then I'm going to take my smaller brush, and I'm just going to, while my white paint is still wet, I'm just going to put some lines going around to like define his beard a little. Put some lines in the beard as well. And if it's too dark, you could always take white and just go over it with white. All right, so now I'm gonna wash out both my brushes. And I am going to, while we're mixing paint, let's mix some more. I wanna make my hat pink. I'm gonna make my hat pink, my shoes pink, and my heart red. So I'm going to make kind of a darker pink, so I'm going to mix my red and a little white. Don't mix all your red because you wanna like make different colors eventually. So I mixed a little bit of my red with my white, and I'm going to take that pink and I'm going to do his hat. Now for our nose and our hands, we're going to make that a really light pink. I like that pink. I'm going to do his feet the same. You could do them in red. Maybe I'll do it a little darker, so I'll put a little more red in there. I'm going to do his feet and his beard. You might have to put two coats on things and get all those edges as well. So a gnome is finished. I'm gonna let that dry. While that's drying, I am going to wash my brush and I'm gonna work on the little parts. Now, you have a heart, you have two hands. Just make sure you're painting the right sides of your hands so that they could fit into the heart when we glue everything together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a really light pink for the nose and the hands. Make a really light pink. This is acrylic paint, so if you have any other colors, you could use that as well. Just regular old craft paint. I'm gonna let that first coat dry. I'm probably gonna go in with a second coat on those, but I'm washing my brush off, and then I am just going to paint my heart red. I'm not gonna put any eyes on this gnome. I just want his nose is gonna show. That's all. If you wanna make eyes and a mouth, you're welcome to. It is your artwork. All right, so I'm gonna let the first coat on that dry, and then I'm gonna bring my gnome back. I'm going to put another coat if I need to on anything. I wanna add some stuff to my hat. So you could either use the back of your paintbrush and you could add polka dots, and you could do them in any color. I am gonna add little hearts to my hat. So I have my hat, and I'm gonna take some of that light pink that we used for the nose and the hands, and I'm gonna make like little hearts. They're almost just like little V's on my hat. So now I'm gonna let everything dry. I'm gonna go back and put second coats on my hands and my nose. After my second coats, we're just gonna let everything dry, and then we'll come back and glue it together. Let my things dry just a little bit. It's still drying a bit, but I just want to show you how you're going to glue it. So I laid all my pieces out because I knew that they were dry, and now what I'm only going to do is I'm just going to flip them over and put some glue on the back. I'm just using tacky glue, but you could use any old Elmer's that you have. So the nose, because I'm not doing eyes, goes right under where the hat and the beard meet. Then my heart, I'm going to do first. Goes right in the middle of my beard. It's usually a tight fit. And then once I have my heart, I'm gonna put glue directly on the gnome. And then I'm gonna start putting my hands in there. And then you have your little Valentine's little gnome. I hope you guys had fun painting with me, and have a happy Valentine's Day and a great winter.